AM 560. The Answer.
The allegations against former Representative Harry Benton of Plainfield will remain sealed under the dome of the Capitol, out of public view, unless the Legislative Ethics Commission, made up of 4 Republicans and 4 Democrats, vote to make the report public.
So in other words, you get away with it. Don't worry about it. We got you. Don't worry about it. What'd you do? No, I got you. I got you. Shh. It's Illinois, man. Don't worry about a fracking thing. We got a scumbag, lowlife political pimp who now is a whore for governor, doesn't want to pay his taxes. We got some moron, Speaker of the House, looks like Cecil the Turtle that beat Bugs Bunny, used to slap around the brajol every once in a while on the, what was that, 2002 and then 2007? Were they 2 different women or one? What's the difference? They like it rough. Put some Ike Turner on it. Stank on it. This next time you put some stank on it, sissy. George, Naperville.
Yeah, Shaun, this might sound crazy, but I saw Darren Bailey. He was on a horse with no name riding through a food desert.
It might have been a Clydesdale, if it's going to carry his fat ass around. I love that. He was calling Pritzker fat ass. I think you guys are in the same size suit. What is that, a 62 short? What do you got there? Hey, Darren, what do you got there?
Where in the world is
Darren Bailey?
Show me
Darren
a sign,
Bailey.
give me a clue. Drop me a hint and tell me something new.
Neighbor.
It's a global mystery. You've got to watch and see. Where in the world is
Darren Bailey?
Darren Bailey.
One more question, and I'll admit it's a strange one to even have to ask 3.5 months before an election, but where is the Republican candidate for governor?
He's
It has
busy.
been more than a month since
Got a lot
Darren
of things
Bailey
to
held
do.
a press conference in
Raise
Chicago
money.
or the suburbs.
Go out and
He
eat.
did have a meet and greet at a
Raise
Pilsen
money.
restaurant last
Go
week.
out and eat.
This photo from his campaign shows about 12 people in the room.
12. How many of them didn't have a job and were just there for the enchiladas?
There are big issues that Bailey and Illinois Republicans in general could be pouncing on. A sexual harassment scandal involving a Democratic state rep who recently resigned. Well, House Speaker Emanuel Chris Welch claims to have acted swiftly on new allegations. The Tribune reports a young female staffer of the representative complained to the Speaker's office 3 years ago. It's unclear what, if anything, happened.
This is the beauty of having one lowlife run against another lowlife. What are you going to do, call the guy a lowlife? The only time in politics they ever tell the truth.
Keep in mind, it was a similar scandal involving a bungled response that contributed to the weakening of the most powerful Democrat in Illinois, former House Speaker Mike Madigan. While state Republicans have issued press releases and made posts on social media, they're not out banging the drum the way you might think.
I do think that people are making these points, but they're making them in the silos.
In the silos. I don't know this guy, but he seems like he's better than the last. But I'm not sure that's the way to go. Who's these people? You mean the guy running for governor? You know, maybe you should have got out front of this during the time he never wanted to debate the other candidates. It's one thing, you know, I'd rather have an argument with a guy who at least has the balls to tell you what he thinks. Where in the world was Darren Bailey? Did he even run? Who the frack is? Get the hell out of here.
Former Republican National Committeeman Richard Porter. He, too, has noticed the lack of vigor from Illinois Republicans when it comes to challenging Governor Pritzker and the rest of the Democrats who dominate our local politics.
I think that there is a mistake that people make, which is we're online so much and social media is so powerful and you're connecting with people all over the state and it's really cool. But I think the thing we got to recognize is that the algorithm drives us to meet the people who think the way we think. They're not sort of introduced.
So this is our fault. So Darren Bailey, who never ran for jack, this is our fault. Wouldn't debate the other candidates, just sat on money he raised how many years ago? It's our fault? Let me tell you something. Then you got another problem on your hand. You got the jerks like me who would never waste my ancestors' blood, sweat, and tears to put my name next to a scumbag's name. You got a lot of jerks in Illinois, a lot of guys like me. I'd rather smoke cigars and laugh at his fat ass than degrade my ancestors by pretending he's my candidate. Glenn in Orlando.
Yeah. Shaun, when you go to court, you got to remove your hat,
stand up when the judge enters and put your phone away. Why don't we do that for the national anthem?
Well, I mean, I do that. I don't wear a hat, number one. But you're talking about the old man that slapped the kid?
Yeah, but I've seen other people wear their hats when the national anthem gets played. When
Listen,
they're standing
Glenn,
up, it's like no,
you
you gotta
can't
take your hat
control.
off.
You cannot control what the scum do. They know what right and wrong is. They make the choice to do wrong. You know what you can do? Don't buy real estate next door to those scumbags. And whatever you do, don't open a business because those are the Democrats. Thank you very much. Gary, Northlake.
Yeah, Shaun, you've always talked about and emphasized the low living that we are doing in Illinois.
Yeah.
Well, I've always kind of wondered about that because me personally, I go to work 5 days a week. I pay my bills. I'm doing okay. But you're absolutely right. With these Illinois policies, the taxes, all the skullduggery, as you say, we are living low, and I don't even know it.
Well, here's the thing. You get used to it, Gary. This isn't your fault. You get used to it. You know that story I just told about my friend? I'm going to tell you something. That is a tale of woe. That should be a lesson for every kid. Here's a kid. We didn't have that cum laude nonsense or valedictorian in grade school or high school the way they got everything now. But if he wasn't the number one, he was the number 3 or 2 because everybody worked to do well in school. And I'm talking about before search engines, when you used to have to go to the library, or as it's known in Melrose Park, the library, look up all the information, read for days. You'd go in this kid's house, and all he would do is have books, and he'd be reading. He was so fracking brilliant. And he had one scoundrel in his inner circle. And he would tell him, what are you going to do? You're going to go to work like a sucker? He was on disability. This is years ago. Just go and tell him you don't feel good. You got this, you got that. And that's what he did. And then before you know it, when you have to say you're on disability, what do they say when you're normally healthy? Well, you're depressed. You need medication. You start taking the pills, right? And then before you know it, you're walking around your apartment because you think you're ahead of the game because you get 600-700. I'm going back now 30 years, 35 years. And you think what do you think, you're winning because you don't have to go to work? Wow. And you steal. This is the thing about this whole thing with communism and socialism. First, you must steal their dignity, their ambition. You must tell them it's okay. Don't worry. Everybody's doing it. Just get in on it. And everything's going to be fine. And then your mother and father, I got the building, we'll put in the HBO. You don't have to go to work. And before you know it, you're in your 50s. You never lived a life of any quality. You wasted all that talent God gave you, and you're hooked and you're strung out on medication. You don't even know what the frack you are. You're taking or who you are. That's how it ends. It's communism. My friend Joe got lured into communism. Go ahead.
I have one more thing.
Yeah.
I'm finally, after 5 years, going to take one day off of work so I can make your Shaun Fest. I'm already registered.
Now you come by me.
First
Now
day
you
in
come
5
right
years.
there.
First day off in 5 years.
You go up. You go up.
know?
You look for me, and you come up and you say Gary Northlake. Will you do that for me?
Yes, I will, sir.
Thank you. I'll see you soon. Thank you.
You have a blessed day, and keep your head on a swivel. I'm out on the road right now, and my head's on a swivel.
Come on. Oh, I could survive. I grew up in there. You nuts? I could survive anywhere. Drop me in the middle of Cambodia. I'll be all right. 312-642-5600.
This is the Shaun Thompson Show on AM 560. The Answer.